Now you understand about law of attraction, don't you? And now you're understanding a bit about your disc, choosing your thought, your relationship with who you are, yes? You have a sense of momentum. So you're understanding momentum of thought. So now you understand all of the elements to become a deliberate creator of your own experience. We're eager to talk with you about anything that matters to you. Don't worry about us. We will wedge our message in the crack. It is our expectation that together we will discover new nuggets of refinement and new methods of application. And most of all, new heartfelt, from your standpoint, reason for more deliberate focus. We know that you want to be the deliberate creator of your experience. We know that for the most part you aren't the deliberate creator of your experience. That you are doing more creating by default, by habit of thought, by old belief, by old pipes, than you really mean to. A belief is just a thought you keep thinking. It's a habit of thought. It's a thought that has enough momentum that things are actualizing around it, and that's why you believe it. We just want you to know that you can choose your beliefs, and therefore you can choose what actualizes around them. You also will discover that you don't need to try to talk anybody else out of their beliefs, because in that effort, you talk yourself into them. Because you live in a universe of attraction, and there's no exclusion. So when you say, I don't want to think about that, you're thinking about that thing you don't want to think about. And if you think about that thing that you're not wanting to think about for 17 seconds, then another thing like it that you're not wanting to think about joins it. And then another, until that thing you're not wanting to think about has hold of you. It feels like it's thinking you. It isn't. You're thinking it. If you do fall off, it's no big deal. You can get back on it tomorrow. So last week, Esther announced to us, Abraham, I refuse to accept that I have to wait till tomorrow morning to get back on the disc. Because I like being on it so much. And I'm clearly not on it right now. For all of the obvious reasons, because you saw what happened. It was wrong what they said, what they did, how it turned out. Wrong. But I refuse to accept that I have to wait clear until tomorrow morning to get back on it. I'm going to meditate and clear my mind. Worked really good. I'm going to find some way of distracting myself. I'm going to find a way of slowing the momentum of unwanted things while I speed the momentum of wanted things. And this is the last piece of this opening that we want you to hear from us. Make no effort at slowing negative momentum, because it just speeds it. Because this is a universe of inclusion. There's no exclusion. It's all about attraction. So when you're not going to think about that thing that you're thinking about, then you're thinking about that thing you're not going to think about. And as you're thinking about that thing you're not going to think about, you're thinking about that thing you're not going to think about. And the momentum is getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And you're feeling worse and worse and worse and getting all animated about the injustice of what you're feeling. They just don't want me to win, you exclaim. And we want you to understand that it's all about what you're doing. And when it doesn't feel good, just lay as low as you can lay, as fast as you can do it. So rather than trying to stop negative momentum, your work, this is your assignment for the rest of your life. We never give homework, but today we're going to. Find ways to get positive momentum going. That's it. That's your work. Get on the disc. Stay there as long as you can. If you fall off, no big deal. Get back on as quickly as you can. If you fall off, no big deal. Get back on. Until what will begin to happen is you'll have enough positive momentum that you'll begin feeling what the true power of influence is that we've been talking about. If you're having a no good, very bad day, Esther will say, clearly, I'm on the ornery disc. And I can tell I'm on there because there's ornery people all around me. Or I'm on the defensive disc. And your tendency, Esther's too, is to want to blame the other ornery people. Because if they weren't there with her and being ornery, she'd feel a lot better. But we want her and all of you to understand she met them there. She met them there. It's like going to the Henri meeting. Where's the Henri meeting? Where's the Henri meeting? I want to meet new Henri friends. Like to be flipped off by different people in traffic today than usual. So when you begin to accept that you chose the disc and that they just met you there, it sort of takes the sting out of what they're doing, what it feels like they're doing to you, especially when you begin to accept that you have the choice of what disc you're on. And today, we think you understand it more clearly than ever before. That you have a choice of what disc you get on. And the earlier you choose it, the better chance you have of choosing the one you mean to choose. And eventually, and we're talking about a matter of a few days and weeks, you're going to predominantly be there. And when you start hanging out in that high-flying, good-feeling vibration, and you not only have the benefit of feeling good and breathing more deeply and feeling that fantastic feeling of eagerness coursing through you, but you also then begin to realize the benefit of the wonderful ideas that are flowing to you and the really good timing you have and the rendezvousing with all kinds of wonderful things. And the evidence of your disc is all around you. No matter what disc it is, the evidence of it is all around you. Then you'll begin to understand the invincible you. You'll begin to understand that you are the creator of your own reality. You'll begin to understand you always have been and you always will be, but you'll begin to exercise more deliberate control. And you'll find yourself, this is the biggest benefit of all. You'll find yourself not spending all of that time, how much time you can spend, trying to explain something to somebody who's not on your disc. Have you ever been flying high and somebody else isn't and you're trying to explain to them? They don't get it, do they? So you just crawl right down on their disc with them so that they can understand it. And then, are you ever mad at them that you're down there on that disc with them? You get so much time back because you begin to understand that it's not a language barrier. It's not a cultural barrier. It's a vibrational barrier. Stop trying to explain stuff to people that they have no way of understanding. Instead, pick your disc, rendezvous with those that do understand, and have a really good time. We just want to call your attention to that, because when you begin to recognize how powerful your thoughts are, it makes you want to flow them with a little bit more precision. This is going to be a conversation of true fine-tuning. We don't want you to freak out about the thoughts that you're thinking. We see you cancel, trying to suck them back. Esther said to someone the other day, I have something to tell you and I only have 17 seconds to do it in. She was very fast in her conversation. But we want you to realize that you have the capacity to choose a high-flying disc. Your probability of finding it is first thing in the morning before other things have become active that make it more difficult. So if we approach it in any normal way, we're just going to add to the clogged pipe. You see what we're getting at? So here's a law-based fact that if you can hear it, it will serve you in every conversation that you have with yourself in your deliberate creation forevermore. The more general you are when you approach a topic where you know you have clogged pipes, the better off you'll be. Now think about what that means. If you don't have any clogged pipes, if you're thinking about something wanted, then the more specific you are, the faster the momentum and the better it is, because you're carving out a path of least resistance to something. But when you're thinking about something unwanted and adding to what you do not want, then the less specific you are, the better off you'll be. Does that make sense to you? So, you start. What's the goal here? To find the first pure thought about abundance. A pure thought about abundance. So just reach for a pure thought about abundance, which means try not to have it have any relationship to you. If you're not feeling abundant, then be good to leave you out of the equation for just a little bit. So let's just talk purely about the idea of abundance. If you've been following us for a while, we've been talking to you about your emotions and what they mean. You heard us today say that negative emotion means you've got a vibration going on that you're not up to speed with. And that positive emotion means you've got a vibration going on in your vortex that you are up to speed with. So today we want you to contemplate that these emotions, which go all the way from appreciation and love and ecstasy, passion, fulfillment, love, that feeling of invincibility, that feeling of eagerness for life, you know how that feels, all the way down to despair, to a feeling of fear, to a feeling of disempowerment, to a feeling that they don't want me to win, that feeling of having no control of your life. And of course, there's every imaginable emotional word or feeling in between all of that. So now we want you to realize that you are a vibrational being and that you've got a momentum going. So we'd like you to envision this spinning disc, this pure, positive energy disc, this high-flying, good-feeling point of attraction that somehow, some way, you've managed to get on. And we want to say to you, it's pretty easy first thing in the day before something happens, before you read your email, or before you see another person who is irritating, or before you start remembering what went wrong yesterday. In other words, you can get on that high-flying disc pretty easily because you wake up there. And if you don't do that thing you usually do that causes you to choose a lower disc, then there you fly for a little while. And we want you to just speculate the kinds of magnificent things that you have incrementally put into your vortex of creation that will now flow seamlessly, effortlessly, quickly through the path of least resistance into your spinning grid, into that high-flying, good-feeling grid. Esther's been having a lot of fun with this visual because she's discovered that if she cares about getting on it, she most always does. And if she cares about staying on it, then she's mindful of the 17-second scenarios that might take her from it. And she's also become really good at what we were offering to you earlier about if she's falling and the momentum is strong, don't beat up on Esther about it. Don't beat up on yourself. Just take the fall and set forth the intention that tomorrow you're going to get back on it. So if every morning you decide you're going to get on it, first couple of days you probably won't make it to breakfast before something takes you from it. But eventually it's where the momentum of that which is you feels most natural. It's just pretty easy to stay there, especially when you realize that by staying general, you don't challenge it, you don't risk anything. Esther had the dashboard cards made, and the first group of them were edited for space, and they said, things always work out for me. And Esther could feel the slight offness of that, because every time she's heard us say it, she's heard us say, things are always working out for me. Present tense. They are always. In this moment, they are working out. In this moment, they are working out. In this moment, they are working out. No matter what's happening and no matter what your perspective of what's happening is, things are working out. And as you practice that thought and come to own that, your concerns will be replaced with feelings of adventure, and your fears will be replaced with feelings of adventure and eagerness. Your confusion will be replaced with more moments of clarity, and your scrutiny of your time-space reality will be replaced with a feeling of appreciation of the bigness and the fullness and the possibility of it. The vibrational acuity that you have embarked upon as a result of the hours that you've patiently listened to us rambling here today has put you on a bouncing off place that will bring evidence to you immediately. And as you savor each and every particle of the evidence, that is coming in response to your newfound vibrational frequency. You see, we've been here way more than 68 seconds.